Another spin-off recipe from my original food processor cake. Except honestly, this one, you don't even need a food processor. This entire recipe can be mixed by hand in a large bowl with a whisk. And the only reason I'm actually using a food processor today is because I am incorporating these big flaked coconuts into my batter, and I do want the food processor to break it down just a little bit more. So, super moist recipe for coconut layer cake with lemon filling and the cutest little lemon-filled coconut macaroons to go on top. So once again, everything into the food processor, and that is the flour, the sugar, the salt, the baking powder. I've got some vegetable oil here. You could also use melted vegan butter. I've done it both ways with great results. I'm using coconut milk instead of soy milk this time, of course, because I really want that coconut flavor to come through, and a nice little spot of coconut extract. And that is it. Give it a whiz and make sure your oven is preheated, because that's how fast this is. All right, let's move on to the coconut macaroons, which I know is why some of you are only here just for this part of the recipe. So coconut macaroons are probably the easiest cookies to make. You just need some flake shredded coconut, and I'm using sweetened, so if you prefer to use unsweetened coconut, I do make notes about that on my website at Gretchen'sVeganBakery.com. So I've got the coconut, I have some cornstarch and powdered sugar, a pinch of salt. I like to add a little bit of almond extract to my coconut macaroons, but that's completely optional. A little bit of vanilla extract, and some full-fat coconut milk, and this is the tinned coconut milk, not the drinkable one. The one in the can has the most fat, and that's really going to help a recipe like this one. So the egg replacer for this recipe, because normally coconut macaroons have egg whites in them, we're using aquafaba and cornstarch together, and that's going to be a beautiful binder for this recipe. Again, I'm just mixing everything by hand. I don't even need a spatula. I'm just digging right in there so I can sort of squish everything through and really distribute it perfectly. So I've got two ways to go at this. If you want to just keep them traditional coconut macaroon cookies, and we could dip these in chocolate after they're done baking, you're just going to go ahead and scoop them with a cookie scoop onto a parchment-lined sheet pan. Make sure that you really pack it in there nice and tight though. That's the key to success for a really perfectly shaped coconut macaroon after they come out of the oven. So I think I'm only going to make 6 of those, and the rest I'm going to scoop into these little muffin tins. I've got my oven preheated to 350 degrees, and these are going to take just about 20 minutes to bake. Now to make the quick lemon custard, and I have my sugar in a sauce pot, and to that I'm going to add the cornstarch. It's a good idea to whisk those two ingredients together first, because otherwise you could have lumps in your custard. By coating the cornstarch with the sugar in the beginning, you will prevent any lumps in your final custard. I'm also adding some lemon zest, a little pinch of turmeric. Sometimes I go a little heavy-handed on the turmeric, and that's only for color. You could leave that out if you'd like. If you add too much though, you have this weird shade of like grayish green, so it's not very appetizing, so just a pinch will do. I have a combination of plant milk and water and some freshly squeezed lemon juice. So we're just gonna put this on the stove, stirring constantly until it comes up to a boil. So I wasn't sure if I wanted to stop here with this really clean decor with the deckled edge and just the little coconut nests on top, but I decided to get a little bit old school bakery style cake decorating. I have been feeling spring so much lately, so I wanted to go ahead and sort of pipe some buttercream, little sweet peas I guess, so that each slice gets their own little decoration of buttercream sweet peas. Give me a comment below and let me know, would you have left it plain, just rustic looking, or do you like it when I get old school bakery cake decorating style? These cakes are just getting way too tall that they don't even want to stand up anymore, but that's okay. It's totally worth it when you bite into this moist coconut cake. The lemon custard is perfection, and I'm really glad that I did the layer of buttercream in between as well. You guys, I make really fantastic cakes, so I hope that you're going to want to try this recipe, and even if you're not up for the entire project for making this cake, I really hope that you're going to at least make the coconut macaroons filled with lemon. What a perfect way to usher in the spring and summer baking season with this lemon coconut cake. All right, everyone, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, happy vegan baking. Bye for now.